Who wins when the two strongest, toughest YAUTJA ever seen on screen go head to head? The assassin predator from The Predator and the wolf predator from Aliens vs Predator Requiem. In the red corner we have the assassin predator, also known as the upgrade predator, the unhonourable project of a research cast of YAUTJA. He is a genetically modified predator and arch nemesis of the fugitive. His goal was to assassinate Fugitive and prevent him from delivering the Predator killer to humanity so they could fend off an impending YAUTJA invasion of Earth. The upgrade Predator was eventually killed by Quinn McKenna, who used the Predator's wrist gauntlet to fire an explosive at the creature's leg, causing him to blow up before finishing him off with multiple shots to the head. The assassin predator was an imposing YAUTJA of gargantuan size, a product of extreme hybridization. His DNA was an amalgamation of various creatures spliced together to enhance his size, strength, and abilities. Standing at 11 feet, he was vastly taller, faster, stronger, and infinitely more durable than a normal predator, and he could manipulate his body to grant him unnatural abilities. Unlike regular YAUTJA, he possessed bulletproof exoskeletal skin that could deflect gunfire at close range and even shatter the fugitive predator's wrist blades when making forceful contact with his skin, thus terminating the need for extensive use of body armour. He also did not require a biomask, suggesting a form of implant. The assassin predator possessed the same sort of weapons and equipment as a regular predator, with exception of the biomask and plasma caster. Instead of these, he has vision mode implants and a wrist cannon. He has a large wrist blade installed within his gauntlet which could also be fired like a harpoon. He also has a cloaking device and a pair of trained predator dogs. Strengths. Thanks to his genetic upgrades, Assassin is larger and stronger than any other predator seen on screen, easily outclassing his opponent here. He also has a protective layer of exoskeletal armour he can activate on command as a part of his body function, meaning he doesn't have to wear cumbersome armour, and he is aided by a pair of predator dogs. Weaknesses. Although physically superior and better in a hand-to-hand fight, he has less weapons than Wolf does, so is less effective at further distances. And in the blue corner we have the Wolf Predator. He was an aged veteran elite YAUTJA who specialised in cleanup missions. In the movie Aliens vs Predator Requiem, he was tasked with removing all traces of a xenomorph infestation after a Predator scout ship crashed. The outbreak was caused by a Pred alien, which Wolf did battle with, but he was vaporised in a nuclear explosion when the town was destroyed by the US government. Wolf had a variety of weapons including double plasma casters, a combi stick, wrist blades, a whip made from a xenomorph tail, smart disc and laser mines. His equipment consisted of a biomask, wrist gauntlets with power punch glove and self-destruct, cloaking device and a blue liquid which would break down organic matter. Strengths. Wolf is equipped with far more weapons than Assassin, and being an elite, has more fighting experience, making him more cunning and tactical. Weaknesses. Wolf is far smaller and weaker than Assassin and lacks his superior armour. He has no dogs or hounds to help him and isn't as fast or agile. The Assassin has just completed his latest mission, destroying a ship belonging to a clan of classic predators and killing the crew inside. The reason for him being ordered to do so is not known. Seconds before succumbing to his injuries, the last survivor sends out a distress call from his wrist computer. It reaches YAUTJA Prime and is intercepted by the Wolf Predator. He gears up and heads for the signal's location. Wolf lands on a remote planet and begins his search for the ship. When he finds it, he destroys the evidence and discovers the predators were killed by a genetic hybrid. Hybridization on their own bodies is forbidden by the Honor Code. This bad blood must be destroyed. Wolf scouts the area beyond the downed ship and sees the assassin ahead. He is flanked by a pair of predator dogs and heading back towards his ship. There is no time to set up an ambush or any kind of trap. He needs to reach the bad blood before he enters the ship and takes off. Wolf runs towards him and stops a dozen meters behind, then uses his vocal mimicry to get his attention. Assassin turns round and sees the elites behind him. He must have missed one of the classic predators. No matter, one more shouldn't pose much of a challenge for him. He can deal with him and still make it back to his base in time. Assassin points in Wolf's direction and his dogs charge towards the YAUTJA. Wolf aims with his twin plasma casters and fires, taking out both dogs before they even reach him. Assassin roars at Wolf and approaches, hardening his skin for battle. Assassin aims his cannon, but Wolf uses his whip to wrap around and rip it off. He then whips at Assassin again, but he grabs it and pulls it out of his hand. He then fires his wristblade cable at Wolf, which wraps around his ankle and lifts him up into the branch of a tree overhead. With Wolf helpless and upside down, Assassin approaches him to finish him off, but Wolf shoots the branch holding him and he falls to the ground at Assassin's feet. Wolf throws a punch at Assassin, but he catches it and picks him up and tosses him. Wolf gets to his feet and throws a shuriken. It hits him but does no damage against his armor's skin. Assassin swings at him, but Wolf ducks down and the huge fist catches one of his plasma casters, knocking it off and causing the other to short out. Assassin grabs Wolf and throws him again. He lands a few meters away, then gets back up and removes his malfunctioning plasma caster and fashions it into a plasma pistol. He fires it at Assassin, but he dodges the shot. He fires again and this time hits the Assassin, knocking him over. He goes to shoot again, but it is too damaged and stops working. Assassin gets up and charges at Wolf, but he dodges and punches with his power punch glove, knocking Assassin over. Assassin kicks him in the face, knocking him down too. They both get up and Wolf attacks with his wrist blades, but they shatter on impact, and Assassin grabs him and throws him to the floor again. Wolf grabs his combi stick and attacks Assassin with it, but it can't pierce his skin and he swats it away out of Wolf's hands, then lands a hard punch into his face, sending the elite flying. Wolf gets back up to his feet again. He is badly hurt and the blow damaged his biomask and it stops working. He removes it, revealing his battle-scarred face. Assassin stands over him, looking barely even fazed by the battle. If he doesn't think of something quick, this may well be this elite's last hunt. With his wrist blades, plasma caster, combi stick, whip and one of his shurikens gone, Wolf has two choices left. On his hip he still has one shuriken left, and on his bandolier he has his laser mines. What does he do?